Good morning. So we've come to the last video in this sequence on percentages, and this is what I call reverse percentage problems. And let me go through two examples, and then you've got some on an attachment. Can I please ask, make sure you do the questions that I have asked you to do, rather than all of them. There's always some of you that do more work than you need to, but yeah, there's a couple of questions in this exercise which are a bit different, so I only want you to do the ones I've put on class charts. Anyway, so here we go. With these two questions, these are about before and after, but we don't know the before. So the problem is, what is the before? And in this case, the price I don't know is the before price of this shirt. I know that in a sale, it's £26, and I know that that's after the prices were reduced by 20%. 100% take away 20% is 80%, which is a multiplier of 0.8. So when they went round in the shop and changed all these prices, they just multiplied all of them by 0.8. That's how they reduced them. Now let me tell you how not to work out this price. You don't add 20% on here, because the prices weren't reduced by 20% of £26. They were reduced by 20% of this amount, which is going to be different. So if we multiplied this by 1.2 to increase it by 20%, we don't get the right answer. Instead, we need to do the opposite of what they did. They multiplied by 0.8, so we need to divide by 0.8. Now this is counterintuitive. It is unexpected because we're used to dividing and getting a smaller answer. But when you divide by a number less than 1, you end up with a bigger answer. And we do, we get £32.50. Which makes sense because this shop reduced prices, so the original price must have been more than 26. So the answer is found by doing the opposite of what they did, not increasing by 20%. And it's a really, really important thing that you remember that. So I would always draw the diagram before, after. What multiplier did they use? I'm going to use the reverse multiplier. Question 5, here we've got something that has increased. So the previous question was a decrease, the price of the shirt went down. Here we've got something that increased. We're back to bank interest again. So we don't know how much Jason started with, but we know that after a year he had that much. They had interest of 4%. Oh yeah, those were the days when you could get 4% interest. So that's a multiplier of 1.04. And so they multiplied by 1.04. So I'm not going to just reduce this by 4%. I'm not going to multiply it by 0.96. That won't give me the right answer. They gave me 4% of this, not 4% of this. I'm just going to do the opposite of what they did. How easy is that? I'm going to divide by 1.04. So I've got my calculator here. I'm going to divide by 1.04. So you get £1,900. That's how much he started with. And that makes sense, doesn't it? You know, the bank paid him interest, so this should have been less than this. So you've got a few questions to try on the attachment, and that brings us to the end of this work on percentages. So we've done ratio and percentages while we've been away. And just to summarise the things we've done, we've looked at percentage increase and decrease. We've looked at repeated percentage change. We've looked at working out what the percentage change was. That was Friday's video. And then today we've looked at reverse percentage problems. So I'm going to give you a little test. Now Friday is a bank holiday, so I don't know how you feel about, are you going to do your maths on Friday? What I'm going to do is on Friday I'm going to give you a little set of questions, but I'm going to let you have Friday and Monday. So I'm going to give you a little set of questions on Friday, sort of summarising this, and as before I'm going to ask you to use the class chart submission to submit your answers, and if you could do that by Monday, the end of Monday. So you can do it on Friday, but if you're saying no, bank holiday, I'm going to have Monday off, you can do it on Monday. No, there won't be any additional work on Monday. And yeah, well done for those who have submitted work. The vast majority of you submitted work from the previous video. Can I just ask that you, if you are one of the people that haven't done that, you do that for me, please. It just saves me a phone call. But anyway, questions on the attachment, and then look out on Friday for a little summary set of questions. Let's not call it a test, let's call it a quiz. And I hope your week goes well. Take care.